Hi, this is Dave Ensign coming to you from beautiful Boulder, Colorado. I was a kid growing up in the early 70s thinking everything was just great, and suddenly I went to 7th grade and everything changed. There was something magical about that 7th grade where everybody just started to posture in a completely different way, and my differences were not quite as celebrated as they had been. I didn't, through the 7th grade all the way through the end of high school, I really didn't have a lot of friends my own age. I did have friends at home, people I'd hang out with that were either older and younger than me, but I would go to school and I would just be invisible. I found myself kind of shying away from sports and shying away from friendships and just sort of kind of worming my way through the halls, wishing that nobody would see me and just wishing that somehow something would change. I do remember thoughts of suicide even during those years, and it was really pretty tough. Well, when did things start getting better? I think it started to get better about 2 weeks before graduation. There was something in the air. There was some sort of feeling that, gee, we can't be quite as comfortable in this little petri dish of a high school that we've been living in for the past several years. Maybe things aren't quite as simple as we thought they were going to be. And I noticed something changed just right before graduation. And the irony is that I went to school in Madison, Wisconsin, one of the most liberal communities in the United States. And in Madison, you would think that things would be a little bit better than that. But in fact, I actually went to Brigham Young University for my first 2 years of college, and things got better there. So if that tells you anything, things are going to get better no matter almost where you go. I found myself at Brigham Young kind of building up some energy and getting ready to kind of leave Brigham Young after the second year and go out into the world and start changing the world. And little did I know how much change I would see. During the 80s and 90s, we saw an amazing revolution in the attitudes towards LGBT people. It's kind of incredible to think that all these years before the last couple of decades, people didn't really talk about same-sex relationships and different sexual orientations being, gee, maybe something that's just as good as any other part of life. And that's the kind of thing that I've been able to participate in over the years, really making a difference in the world and being able to see those changes. Now I'm president of Out Boulder, Boulder's LGBTQ community center and support organization. I'm a marathon runner, I have a fantastic husband, I work in high tech, and I couldn't be happier. In fact, I tell people all the time that I would give almost anything to clone myself so I could live 2 lives and get everything I want to get done. Is it any easier for you guys today because of the work we've been doing and because of all the conversation we have about sexual orientation? Somehow I don't think it is. It might actually be a little harder for you because some of your friends may actually recognize that you are gay. In my time, people really didn't think that anybody actually was gay. So it may be harder for you, and you may actually be bigger champions than we were at the time. The other thing is that we still have cowardly and criminally negligent school boards out there that don't recognize that information needs to be given to children to let them know that they're not alone. And they allow people to live in isolation and fear just because of the backwards notions of their constituents. So we need to work to change that. I hope you're in a position to change that. I hope you have a gay-straight alliance at your school. I hope you have something in the community that can help you. And if not, even if you don't make it to San Francisco the first day out of school, it'll still get better. And I have faith in you. We love you, and we can't wait for you to join us out here in the real world.